This is third part of specific relief act. We have seen up to sections 12. Now we will see section 13. It deals with the right of a person or lessee against a person with no title or imperfect title. His title is not good. He has no title or imperfect title. But that person sold the property or gave on lease. What are the remedies available to the purchaser or the lessee? When a person having no title or an imperfect title, if he has transferred and subsequently he has obtained the title, then this person can compel him to transfer the title. For example, A is the father, B son. Property is with A. B has no right over the property. It is father's property. A, what B has done, the son, he has sold the property C. C, thinking that it is B's property, has purchased it. So no right, without right he has transferred. Subsequently A died, father died, property went to the B's control. He is the owner now. In such a case, C, who has obtained the property, who has purchased the property from B, who was having no right at that time, and who is having right now, can compel B to transfer the property to him. Father, son sold the property for which he has no right. Subsequently, father died, property came to B. Then the C can ask the B to transfer the property now. This is number 1. Number 2, where some third party permission is required and if the permission was not obtained, this person can compel him to get a permission. For example, A having a lease gave a sublease to B. Sublease should be confirmed by the property owner. Then the sublease person can compel A, you get a permission from the owner. Already lease agreement is there between the owner and A, but subsequently A gave the sublease to the other person. It should be confirmed by the original property owner as per the agreement. In such a case, the sublease person can compel the other person. Wherever some permission is required from third party, these people can compel the other person to get the permission. This is number 3. Where a person professes to sell unencumbered property and subsequently it is seen that it is mortgaged, this person has compelled him to clear the mortgage. For example, B is selling a property to C. B is selling a property to C. He says it is a property, there is no mortgage. Subsequently, C found out that the same property is mortgaged to the bank for 1 lakh rupees. Then C has a right to approach C. You told that it is no encumbrance. Now it is found out that there is an encumbrance. You first clear the encumbrance. The other party can compel this person to clear the mortgage loan, redeem the mortgage and make it as encumbrance free. This is third. 3 options are given. One is subsequently right is acquired, then transfer it. Second, if third party permission is required, compel him to take a permission. If mortgage is there, compel him to clear the mortgage. If nothing has happened, these people have a right to get back the money, their money, and along with the interest. For example, the third party permission is required for lease, but this person is not getting a permission or other person is refusing to give permission. B is the leaseholder and the sublease is C, but A, the property owner, is not giving a permission for sublease. In such a case, C has a right to ask B to return his money along with the interest. This is section 13. Now next section, section 14. Who may obtain specific performance? Who can approach the court? for specific performance. One is the person interested, that is, if it is a contract, contracted persons, or if any other thing, the interested person, or their representatives. If the person is died, legal representatives, or an agent. Where if it is a contract of marriage or if it is a contract of family settlement, the beneficiaries can approach. This is second. Third, where the contract is for tenant, a person of remainder man can approach the court. For example, A gave a property to his wife. After his wife's death, it should go to his son. Son absolute right. This person just to enjoy the property. Husband gave the property to wife. Wife to son with absolute right. Wife has no absolute right. If the wife has entered into any agreement, then the remainder man, that is son, can approach the court for enforcing the contract, for getting a specific relief. Same way, in another case, A gave the property to his wife to give his son. But before his wife's death, the son died. So wife cannot give the property, it will go back to the husband. In such a case, it is a reversion. It is reversed to the original order. Here also, any agreement entered into by the wife can be specifically performed by the husband. This is a reversionary. Any other company, limited company, amalgamated, then they can ask for specific relief. For example, A and company, B and company, a partnership, limited liability company, or a company, limited company. If not such cases, A and company and B and company, they have amalgamated together, or A and company was taken over by B and company. In such a case, they can also approach the court for specific relief. Where the promoters have entered into an agreement and subsequently the company has confirmed it and it has received the benefits under the contract, there also company can approach the court for specific performance for the contracts entered into by the promoter. Now, contract to sell or let property by one who has no title or not specifically enforceable. If it is a contract for sale where the person has no title, that cannot be specifically enforced. Knowing that he himself has no property or subsequently there is no title. For example, a person knows that he don't have proper right over the property and he is going to sell. For example, father is having property, son is going to sell it to third party. He has no right. In some other cases, he may be having right, subsequently that right might have been taken away by some other person. They may have entered into an agreement for sale of property. Subsequently, that might have been taken over by the government. In such a case, specific performance cannot be ordered. The same provision in two cases where he don't have a right or he had a right at that time of entering into a contract, subsequently the right was taken away by some other person or it was proved to be defective, no specific performance can be ordered for that cases. It is applicable for hire or sale of moved property also. Non-enforcement of except with variation. Non-enforcement will not be permitted where there is a variations in the contract. It was not the contract they entered into, subsequently they have altered. In such a cases, no specific performance will be allowed. Section 19 deals with the relief against parties and persons claiming under them subsequently. The same thing. There we were seeing about who can approach the court. Now, against whom you can approach the court. That is against the either party or against the person subsequent to the contract. A person sold the property to A and subsequently B has acquired the property. If you are proceeding against A, instead you can file a suit against the other property. Same thing regarding the limited liability partnership or companies where there is a amalgamation. You gave the proper, it was an agreement between A and company and this person. Now A and company is taken over by B and company. Now you can proceed against B and company. Or A and company, B and company amalgamated. You can proceed against the amalgamated company. Same is the case with the promoters. If any action has been taken by the promoter, you cannot proceed against the promoter, you can proceed against the company. Now section 21 says the courts have the power to award compensation in addition to specific performance. Not only specific performance, they can order compensation also. This is section 21. Section 22, the power to grant relief for possession, partition, refund and earnest money deposits. Section 23, regarding liquidated damages, not a bar for specific performance. If the contract has a liquidated damages, they mention the amount. For example, the contract says, if any of us fail to perform, this will be the damages payable to one person, 2 lakh rupees. The general rule according to the Contract Act is the courts may order damages which is below the liquidated damages or the liquid. At the maximum they will allow only the liquidated damages according to the Contract Act. Now section 23 says the liquidated damages amount specified is not bar for the courts to order damages. It is for the normal course. Now we have come with a failure to perform, so we will be ordering something more. That is why they mentioned that it is not a bar for the courts to order damages. They may order damages which is well above the liquidated damages. 24. Bar of suit for compensation for breach after dismissal of suit for specific performance. After the suit for specific performance is not considered favorably, you cannot go for another suit for compensation. The dismissal of a suit for specific performance of a contract shall bar the plaintiff's right to sue for compensation. Once you fail in getting a specific performance, you also fail in getting a compensation. You cannot go approach the court. Now we will see there are 3 sections introduced in 2018 Act. Special provisions regarding infrastructure project. It says, no injunction shall be granted by a court in a suit under this act involving a contract relating to an infrastructure project specified in schedule, where granting injunction would cause impediment or delay in the process of completion of such infrastructure project. If the contract which is referred before the court is regarding an infrastructure project, what is an infrastructure project is given in the schedule to the Specific Relief Act. And if an injunction will delay the completion of the project, don't give injunction. No injunction shall be granted by the court where a contract is relating to an infrastructure project which is specified by the schedule if the injunction would cause impediment or delay in project. If the project will be delayed because of the injunction, don't give injunction. What is infrastructure project? That is given in schedule to this Specific Relief Act. The central government may by notification add anything more or delete anything. They will change the schedule. What are the things to be added or to be deleted? They will give by official notification. This will be notified. Section 20B says the state governments can establish special courts for this. Next, expeditious disposal of suits. All the suits filed under this Act should be disposed of within 12 months. Or it can be extended by a further period of 6 months provided the reasons are recorded for the delay. This is Specific Relief Act. The next session we will see some more.